Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, representing the squad. And today we're going over an update from my Dark Lords. A lot of people have been asking for this. And this is more or less just pure. This is variation number 18. If you're interested in all the other deck profiles I've done for Dark Lords, look them up on my channel. You'll find 17 other builds for it. This one's a little bit more focused on just controlling the board. I'm trying to be as competitive as possible without playing hand traps. So let's hop right into the list. Starting off with monsters, you play the best monster in the deck. Well, not the best, second best. You play Yugioh, she's the draw power. You just pitch a Dark Lord card, including her, and you draw two. Really, really good effect. On field, she has the same effect as all the newer Dark Lords. They can pay 1,000 and target a Dark Lord spell or trap for cost. You apply that spell or trap's effect, and after it resolves, you can shuffle it into the deck. So that's like the best effect that they all have, allowing them to play on your opponent's turn, disrupt their plays, or gain more advantage on your opponent's turn. So it's really, really good. She's 29 booty and she's level 10, which is really important. So she's a great card. 3 Superbia, it is the monster reborn for any fairy monster, and it's not once per turn. So you make juicy boards with this card. It's insane. And it's level 8, 29 beater. 2 Tasmanian Devil, 2 Nasty Boy, 2 Douchebag, and 2 Raigeki Rado. So for the other Dark Lords, I play 2 of all of them. Now, the main reason why I play 2 of these and 2 of these and 2 of these is because this gives me access to rank 9s and rank 7s, and if I want to, rank 6s. Just getting 2 of these on field is pretty easy. Like, it's easy for you to get 2 of any Dark Lord on the field. So 2 of these means True King of all Calamity, aka Chlamydia, which is one of my favorite cards. If I have a way to make Chlamydia, I'm playing it. So, like, that's why I'm playing 2 of him. You play 2 of this for rank 7 options, and this, I just like this card. I wouldn't really cut it. And I'll go ahead and explain their effects. So he is basically Cypher Multi-Threader or Zephyr Providence or Return of the Dragon Lords for Dark Lords. If your Dark Lords will be destroyed by battle or card effect, plural with the nest so that your opponent can Dark Hole. And basically, if they would be destroyed, you discard this card instead. So he does not interrupt chain links, he does not activate, and he doesn't start chain links either. It is literally just like Multi-Threader, Providence, or Return of the Dragon Lord. So I just like the fact that his effect doesn't activate. It's just, if they will be destroyed, you discard him instead. He's a great card. And he has the same effect as all the other newer ones, which is the Grave effect to apply the spells and traps, shuffle them back to the deck. Nasty Boy, you're playing 2 of him. Going second, he breaks boards, believe it or not, because when you have the traps in hand, you just discard the traps to summon him, use the traps, break their board. It's crazy. He's really, really good, and 26-26 is not bad. He's a well-rounded card, and rank 7s are possible with him. And then Douchebag can basically just discard himself in the Dark Lord card to add a different one. Not a different one, to add a Dark Lord card from your graveyard to your hand. You just have to have a legal target to begin with, but he's really, really good for grave manipulation for your Christia plays. He makes Christia happen if you have like 5 fairies or something like that. Or if you have 3 fairies, other way around, if you have 3 fairies, you'll pitch him in a Dark Lord and then add another one, and then you make it 4 exact special Christia. Really cool. And he's 28 booty, so I ain't mad at him. And Raigeki Rado, obviously we called him Raigeki Rado, so that's what he is. Easy to get him on the field. Like, he gets himself out pretty easy, and then also you can summon him from the grave, special him all you want. He discards a dark monster to destroy all monsters your opponent controls. And then during the end phase, he would go to the grave, but you normally just use him for other materials. But the cool thing is that effect is not hard once per turn, so you can use it as many times as you want, meaning that if they negate it, you can activate it again. It's just a regular soft once per turn, so you can Raigeki your opponent. They're like, oh, strike, vortex, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to summon this back from the graveyard, and then use this effect again. Great card. Breaks boards going second, so does Nasty. And then we play 2 Christia. Too easy to manipulate your grave in this deck. You can go from 7 to 4, you can go from 1 to 4, you can go from 2 to 4, or you can go backwards, like higher to lower, lower to higher. It's just too easy. You want to solidify yourself with the Christia first turn, plus a rank 10, a rank 8, or a rank 7, and the Dark Lord traps, either on the field or in the grave. That's your setup. And then we play 1 Blue Boy, because +1s matter in this deck. You don't have very many +1s. Dark Lords are very infamous for searching and drawing, like, up the crack, but thing is, they'll always have 5 cards in hand no matter how many times they draw, so you just want +1s to get you there. Just to get you further than you could have gotten on your own. 3 Banishment for the spells. It is the Rhoda for any Dark Lord card. All their spells or traps are hard once per turn, but you break that mechanic by using the Dark Lord's effects to apply these and then shuffle them and just, do it all over again. And that is not hard once per turn. Think of it as simply a spell book of Master, but spell speed 2. if that makes sense at all. If it doesn't, I tried to explain it. 3 contacts. It is the Monster Reborn for any Dark Lord monsters. Really, really great card. You just use this on Superbia, get a lot of advantage off this card. It makes your boards bigger. These are like the best cards to start up with. These are your starter cards for the Dark Lord archetype. The traps are your follow-up plays. And then for draw power, 3 allures, 3 trade-ins. Too easy to use both these spells. You play a lot of targets for both. And then my spicy tech, 3 Foolish Barrel Goods. I actually love this spell. Like, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's a great spell. It's so flexible going first or second. Going second, it breaks boards. Going first, it actually allows you to get more searching. So let's say, for example, you have this bad boy in field and you have a loaded grave and you're like, dang, I still haven't seen contact. You can activate Foolish Barrel Goods, dump Banishment of the Dark Lords from your deck to your grave. Use this effect, apply this, search out contact, activate contact, make a better board. Or just go into Calamities after that, right? Or vice versa. You can just use it to dump contact, but keep in mind you can't use contact on Superbia. He will miss timing because he's a win. But just, you know, food for thought. You can also use this going second to dump the traps in grave and then apply the traps, clear something out of your way just so you can OTK. So it's so flexible. We still play another target for it, which is Metaphors Fusion, because I love that card with this. Really, really good stuff. Just Engine. It's like such a powerful, flexible card. It's like so good, man. I love this card. Then we play 2 Secrets for the +1, 2 Pot of Desires for the +1, and 1 Knowledge. I just wanted the 1 Knowledge because I literally play 1 Spellcaster, and you want to see either the 2 Secrets or the Blue Boy before you see Knowledge, but even if you see it, you have tons of ways to just draw and get your Blue Boy still nonetheless. So really, really good card. And then we have 1 Metaphors Fusion, 1 Upstart Goblin, and 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge is the god card in this deck. You just make a crazy board, just like how Blue Eyes do it, except we're just doing it a different way, but almost in a similar fashion. Then for the traps, these are the best cards for playing on your opponent's turn. The cool thing is these don't target. This one takes control of your opponent's monsters, and this one destroys a card on the field, and none of them target. So you can activate this, take your opponent's monster, or activate this and destroy your opponent's monster. Or destroy their card, destroy their scales, field spells, whatever you want. Destroy a diagram, then attack over Masterpiece, for example. Then once they hit the grave, you can activate them again using the Dark Lords. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but because the Dark Lords pay 1,000 and target for cost, I'm looking at it how Trickstar Licorice is, where they can target the same Kandina, and then when it resolves, it'll still go through. So I haven't done this before, but theoretically speaking, I believe that you can use multiple Dark Lords to target the same trap and apply its effect, and then just go off like it's crazy. If you can do that, that's great. But nonetheless, you can activate these 2 to 3 times on your own. Take 3 of your opponent's monsters, or just destroy 3 of their cards, break their board. It just helps you to stop your opponent from going off. When you already have Arc Lord Christia on the field, this is just insane. That's the main deck. It's 43 cards, if I am not mistaken. It's either 43 or it's 42, something like that. But you can get away with it because you draw up too much. We have a Rank 10 package. This is just like, you make any monster unaffected by card effects, so like nothing gets over it. It's stronger than Masterpiece because like he's unaffected by 2 of the 3, or you can make a monster unaffected by everything. Christia, unaffected by everything, just whatever you want. Burn for 2,000, pop a card, burn for 1,000. This card, I like it. All your monsters gain attack and defense equal to the difference between your life points and your opponent. So let's say you pay 3,000 twice, you're at 5,000, your opponent's at 8,000. Every monster that you summon is at 3,000 more than its original attack. So you summon this guy at 5,800. You summon this guy at 3,000. Each time your opponent special summons, you burn 600 damage to him. So it does make your opponent's life points lower and your monsters get weaker, but it still gives a boost to everything. And then he also says, detach 1 material from this card to destroy all monsters your opponent controls whose attack and defense, whose attack is less than or equal to this card. So if you pay more life points, this card gets bigger, or if vice versa, if you kill your opponent or inflict more damage, this card still gets bigger. As long as there's a difference between your life points and your opponent's, this card is broken. And it's just 2 level 10s, breaks boards, and burns for burn damage. And it helps you to OTK because it gives everything a boost. It's a great card. And then for rank 9s, we play True King of all Chlamydia. Easy to make. 2 of this bad boy makes a Calamities. That's why I play 2. And Calamities is insane. You can actually do it first turn. Rank 8s, Titanic Galaxy and Felgrand. Then we have Zombie Stein. He's incredible. Lancelot, he's great for stealing wins. He just attacks directly and he negates anything. but it is mandatory, so you can actually negate your own effects because he has to. So if you make this card, just understand, don't activate anything until your opponent does, because he'll negate it. It's just like Doom Caliber Knight. And then we have Alcier just to put stuff on the top and the bottom of the deck, and he's 3,200 booty. And then we've got a small Galaxy package, just Cypher, take a dragon, and then, I'm sorry, Cypher, take a monster, and then overlay this, pop a monster, and then use the monster that you took with this, and then you can link summon with them. Or you can use Dark Lord Enchantment, take another one, then just go straight into Decode Talker, which is great. So it just breaks boards. Then you have Draco Sack, and this card is actually retarded. I like Master of Blades. Like, I really, really like this card a lot. So during any player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would target this card, he negates the activation and destroys it, and then he can destroy one other card on the field. So he literally negates whatever's targeting him, then he destroys that, then he can destroy a whole nother card in the field. So he helps to break boards even stronger. Like, you do not want to mess with this card. It's insane. Like, I really, really like him a lot. He's a powerful rank 7. He's spice. And then Decode, like, I was wanting to play more links, like Underclock, and I also was thinking about playing Giant Trainer because, like, it comes up where you can make him first turn and just draw 3 cards, but I was like, that's just being greedy. Like, if you can get 3 level 8s on the board, you should do something other than make a Giant Trainer. Like, you should make a Saria just School Dread or something like that if you can do it. But yeah, that's the extra deck. Pretty tight on the XYZ. You know, on the XYZ regards, but if you're trying to play more links, you could just cut a lot of stuff. Like, all of these are just for the situations that occur where it comes up, but you don't have to play all of them. I like having the options. You have a wide variety of, you know, rank 10s, rank 9, rank 8s, and rank 7s that you could play. I couldn't fit all of them, but I wanted to fit the best ones for the current current format that we're in. Sorry guys, it's like 5 in the morning. But yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Y'all stay tuned for future content, of course. And we're going to be going over my Pendulum Magician deck. This is something that a lot of people have been asking for as well. They're like, can we get an update because of the ban list? And I got you guys, like, right now. I'm about to sign out and then log right back in. Peace.